I wasn't expecting to be reading another article so soon, and I really wasn't expecting for it to be about Laci Green again. But Chris Reagan put out this tweet. I saw the title of this article and I just had to read it. And I read it, and holy shit. I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around how shitty this article is. Like, oh my god. Let's read it. Just by the title, you know it's gonna be racist as fuck, so great. Laci Green is a significant force on YouTube. Her Sex Plus series has provided several people with accurate, non-judgmental sex education that is not often seen in the United States. She has also made videos discussing gender equality, intersectionality, and other social justice topics. Her videos gained her a respectable following in addition to no small amount of men's rights activist trolls. So that really sets the tone right there. You can tell just how crap this is going to be from that. Like the dishonesty of it, the lack of accuracy or nuance, just like fuck it. Fuck you for writing that. Oh my god. However, she recently returned to YouTube and made a video called Taking the Red Pill, where she announces that she intends to have debates with alt-right figures to create dialogue and bridge the divide between those who advocate for social justice and those who oppose it. This inevitably led to backlash from those who once considered her a friend and ally, mainly people of color and LGBTQ plus folks, after which she published a second video defending her actions, claiming that she felt attacked from all sides. We're really about to get into it now, prepare yourself. However, this sort of behavior is not uncommon for white women, even those who hold progressive political views. Over the course of history, we have always chosen our race over our gender in order to advance our social standing and gain the respect of our male counterparts, even if that means leaving women of color in the dust. As long as we get ours, what happens to everyone else doesn't matter. Oh my god. Isn't this supposed to be a fucking news site? Because this reads like a Tumblr post. Are you shitting me? This is really published on the HuffPost website as news, as an article, or what the fuck ever. This is allowed, this was okayed? Are you kidding me? This is shit! You ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself. White women betraying our sisters of color has become a particularly hot topic in the wake of the 2016 presidential election, in which 52% of our demographic voted for Donald Trump, according to CNN exit polls. White women who lean left aren't free from criticism in this sort of behavior. Across all spectrums, we engage in the weaponization of our perceived innocence in order to further our status in the world. Wow! Let me tell you something, Kelsey. That's what all SJWs do. No one would have ever heard the name Anita Sarkeesian if she hadn't been doing just this. All she does is bitch and moan about how much of a victim she is, how much she gets picked on, and how she's a second-class citizen, and now she's the face of feminism, basically. She didn't get where she is today by being stronger than her opposition. But enough about that, let's continue to punish ourselves together. Oh boy, get ready for this one. Examination of the toxic nature of white womanhood. Let me say that again. The toxic nature of white womanhood. So, white womanhood is toxic by nature, but you're one of the good ones, right? Please tell me, how much do you hate yourself and how do you cope with it? Let's start again. Examination of the toxic nature of white womanhood often leads to cries of misogyny. I would cry racism, but whatever. However, those making this claim are missing a crucial point. When critiquing white womanhood, it is the whiteness that is being focused on as the problem that needs fixing. Whiteness is a problem that needs fixing. Being part of one marginalized community does not mean that you don't benefit from systematic oppression in other areas. It isn't enough for us white women to just say that we stand with women of color. We must actually show up when we are needed, speak up, even when it's uncomfortable to do so, and actively work against whiteness as a social construct so that liberation for all people can finally be achieved. We must also learn to hold our own accountable when they do something that harms marginalized groups, even if it is unintentional. Laci's decision to turn her back on women of color and LGBTQ plus folks is something that several white women have done, but it doesn't change the fact that her actions carry a great deal of harm for many people she claims to support. By validating the opinions of those who hold racist, homophobic, and transphobic views, Laci has shown that she is willing to put the well-being of those she cares about in jeopardy in order to increase her own standing in a white supremacist, patriarchal world. We can do better. It's time that we did. Let me tell you something, Kelsey. I don't want you to stand by me or stand for me, as I am a woman of color. I want you to stand as far as possible away from me. Because you know what? I don't like racists. And you're a racist. I want you to stay away from me and have nothing to do with me. I don't want you to speak for me. I don't want you to even think you can speak for me. Your views disgust me. I am disgusted by this article. It is shameful. It is repulsive. You should feel bad about it.